Hello friends, my name is Joydeep Burman. In this video, I will discuss about the standard subdivision of Dewey decimal classification. Already I have uploaded another video about the standard subdivision. If you did not watch that video, I will give the link of that video in the description box of this video. By clicking this link, you can watch that video. Okay, so let's start today's video. In previous video of standard subdivision, we have learned that if we have to add the notation of standard subdivision after the notation of main class or the subdivision of the main class, always we use a single zero. Okay, I have already told that these rules have some exception. So today I will discuss about these exceptions. Here is the example, Journal of Social Science. This is a journal and this journal is about social science. We know that the notation of social science is 300 and it is a main class. That is why I have written 300 in square bracket MC. MC means main class equals social science. And under social science, here is the instruction for the using of standard subdivision. The instruction is use 300.1-300.9 for standard subdivision. The notation 300 is for social science and .1-.9 is for standard subdivision. So if we have to use the standard subdivision, the notation of standard subdivision, we will use only .1 to .9. Okay, after the 300 sorry, after the 300 we will use the notation by removing the 0, because here is the instruction. Okay, so here in the standard subdivision in the table 1, we know table 1 for the standard subdivision. In the table 1, 05, the notation -05 is for serial publication. Serial publication means journal. Okay, so -05 is for journal, but according to instruction I have taken here -5 only, because after 300 we have to remove the 0 from the notation of standard subdivision. Okay, here is the instruction. We have to follow this instruction. I have said earlier, if there is an instruction to using the standard subdivision, we have to follow this instruction. Okay. So in this case, synthesis will be 300 for social science and plus -5 for journal. Actually, the notation for journal is -05, but I have removed 0 because the instruction here is the instruction. Okay, sorry, the class number will be 300.5. Okay, so here you can see that here after 3 there is 20, and after that we have used the notation of standard subdivision by removing 0. Okay, but in our previous video I have discussed that if there is a 2 zeros or 1 0 at the end of the main class or the subdivision of the main class, we have to remove that 0. But in this case I have not removed these 2 zeros, because there is the instruction to using the standard subdivision in this way. That is why I have not removed the 2 zeros from the main classes. Okay. Now here is another example. this is organization relating to library operation. Organization relating to library operation. We know library operation is part of library science, and library science is part of generalities. Our main class will be 000 generalities, and under generalities 0 to 0 for library and information science, and under library and information science 0 to 5 library for library operations. So, library operation. So, I have taken 0 to 5 for library operation. Here is the instruction, but the organization, we have to add the notation of organization. We have got the notation of library operation from the schedule. 0 to 5 is for library operation, but the notation of organization, we cannot found the notation of organization from the schedule. So, in table 1 there is the notation for the organization. That means in table 1 it is standard subdivision, and here under library operation, here is the instruction to using the standard subdivision. How to use the standard subdivision? Use 025 dot 001 dash 025 dot 009 for standard subdivision. Here 025, the notation 025 is for library operation, and dot 001 for the standard subdivision, dash dot 025 dot 009. Here dot 001 dash dot 009 for standard subdivision. So, in table 1 in dash 06 for organization, but I have written here dash 006 because here is the instruction to using the using an extra 0. That is why I have written here dash 006. I have using an extra 0. I have used here an extra 0. So, our synthesis will be 025 for library operation and plus dash 006 for organization, and it is taken from standard subdivision. Class number will be 025 dot 006. Okay. The next one is, sometimes we have to use the 3 zeros in between the notation of main classes and the notation of standard subdivision. Here three zeros. Okay. So, here is the example: study and teaching of subject central government. Central government is part of public administration, and public administration is part of social science, and notation of social science is 300, and it is main class MC equals social science, and under social science in 350 there is public administration, and under public administration in 351 there is central governments. We have got the notation of central government, but we have to use the notation of study and teaching. From where we will get the notation of study and teaching? It is this notation we will get from the standard subdivision, that means from table 1. So, under 315 central government, 315 have many subdivision in the schedule. You can find in the schedule under 351 dot 000 space 7 dash dot 000 space 9 equal standard subdivision. This notation is for standard subdivision, and under standard subdivision we will get an instruction notation from table 1. You have to take the notation from table 1. Okay. in table 1 in -07 is notation for study and teaching, but we have to use 07 -07 as a -0007, because here is the instruction we have to use .07 as a .007 and .09 as a .0009. Here is the instruction to using the standard subdivision .0007 dash means 2 .0009, that means .0007 .0008 .0009. Okay. So in .07 in -07, this -07 is the study and teaching, but I have written -07 as a -0007. Okay. Our synthesis will be 351 plus -0007 and class number will be 351.0007. You have to check the schedule. If you do not check the schedule, you cannot understand it. Okay, you have to go through the schedule. After going through the schedule, your doubts will be clear. Okay. The next one is extension of standard subdivision by add to instruction. Sometimes the notation of, we can extend the notation of standard subdivision by add to instruction. Okay. Now there is the example, mathematical principle of library classification. Here is the two terms, one is mathematical principle, one is library classification. We know library classification is part of library and information science. Okay, this book is mainly for library classification, and it is the library classification, mathematical principles of library classification. Books is about library classification, but the how the mathematical principles are involved into library classification, this books is about that. Okay. So that's why we have taken the library classification as our base number for this particular books. We know library and information science is under the main class of generalities, and the notation of generality is 000. That's why I have written 000 generalities, 0 to 0 for library and information science, and under library and information science 0 to 5 for library operation. Under library operation there are many type of operations. We know in library there are many types of housekeeping operation, book selection, classification, cataloging, reference services, and those all operations are under in 0 to 5. So library classification is, the notation of library classification is 0 to 5.42. Here is the notation of classification, but now we have got the notation of library classification from the schedule, but how can we add the notation of mathematical principles? Sorry, how can we add the notation of mathematical principles? We can take the help of standard subdivision. In standard subdivision, that means in table 1 there is a notation, we know that we can add the notation of standard subdivision without instruction. That's why I have taken 015 SS. SS means standard subdivision without any instruction. In classification, under classification, that means the notation 025.42 classification, there is no instruction to add add to extend the notation. There is no instruction, but we know that we can add the notation of standard subdivision without instruction. That's why I have taken the notation 0-015 from the standard subdivision, and it is for scientific principle. But in our case, it is in our example, this is mathematical principle, but this notation is -015 -0.15 is for scientific principles. So I have taken the notation -0.15 scientific principle. It is not for mathematical principle, only for scientific principle. And under scientific principle, you will get an instruction to add, to extend the notation. This instruction is add to base number -0.15. -0.15 means -0.15 for scientific principle, -0.15. The number following 5 in 510 to 590. So we can add the notation from the 510 to 590 to the notation -0.15. -0.15 will be base number, and in to this base number we can add the notation from the 510 to 590 by following the digit 5. Here is the instruction, number following 5. We have to follow the digit 5. So we know that in our main schedule 510 is for mathematics. So we can use the notation 510 for mathematics by following the digit 5. That is why I have written 510, and under 5 I have written the 5 with an underline. Underline means we have to follow the digit 5. After following the 5, we will use only 1 and 0 for mathematics. Okay. Now our synthesis will be 025.42. This number is for classification, plus -015. This number is for scientific principle, but our book is not for scientific principle, it is mathematical principle, and here is the instruction to extend the scientific principle, and by following this instruction we have extended our notation. So we have taken here 10 by following the digit 510 for mathematics, but we have removed 5 from here, and after removing we have used here only 1 and 0. Our class number will be 0 to 5.420 151. I have told in my previous video that whenever the class number will be more than 3 digits, we know after the 3 digits we have to use a decimal fraction, that is dot. When the class number will be more than 3 digits, we cannot use the digit 0 at the end of the class number. Here there is here end of here, that is why I have removed the 0. Okay. In the synthesis there is a 1 0, but I have taken only 1, I have not written 0, because we cannot use 0 when our class number will be more than 3 digits. Okay. If our class number is only 300, we can use the 0. After 3 we can use the 0, 300. This book is suppose there is a book social science, books about social science. We know the notation of social science 300. We can use here 0 at the end of the digit 3. Our notation will be 300. But whenever the digit will be more than 3 digit, the class number will be more than 3 digits, we cannot use the digit 0 at the end of the class number. Okay, this is another rules. Now here is another use of standard subdivision, use of more than one standard subdivision. Suppose there is a document, and in this document there is a two terms, and these two terms is under standard subdivision. Which term we will use? So here is a document, a journal on study and teaching of economics. The main class is economics, and economics is under social science. I have written here 300 main class social science, and under social science 330 for economics. And economics, there are many subdivision. One subdivision is .02. .02 means 330.02 dash .08 equal standard subdivision. This is for standard subdivision. This notation is for standard subdivision, and under standard subdivision there is the instruction notation for table 1, notation from table 1. We have to add the standard subdivision from table 1. So, and the rules will be, we have to use the 0 with 0. Okay. So I have taken, here is the term journal is also the term of standard subdivision, journal, and the study and teaching also it is in standard subdivision. It is also a standard subdivision. That is why I have written 05 in square bracket SS means standard subdivision. It is for the, this notation is for journal, and dash 07 it is also standard subdivision and written study and teaching. But there is the rules, we cannot use the two standard subdivision with a single document. We have to use only one standard subdivision. Either we have to use the journal, the notation of journal, or we have to use the notation of study and teaching. So, but which notation we will use? How can we decide which notation we will use? There is a rules. There is a rules how whenever there will be two standard subdivision and more than two standard subdivision, there is the rules, we have to use only one standard subdivision, only one notation of standard subdivision. We cannot use the two notation of standard subdivision. So here is the rules I have mentioned here. In table of precedence given on page number 1 of table 1, the notation 0-07 is preceded over the notation -05. Here I want to show you this page. This is the first page of the table 1 standard subdivision, and here is the table of precedence. Table of precedence means which notation will come first, which notation is preferred more. This notation is written in the first. Here in first you can see that here, unless other instruction are given, class work to which two or more standard subdivision, whenever two or more standard subdivision are applicable according to the following table of precedence. Following, we have to follow this table of precedence. Okay, here is the example, it is given. In table of precedence, the first notation is -04. It is more preferable, but in our case is study and teaching -07. Here it is -07, study and teaching -07, and another notation is serial publication, means here serial publication -05. So we -05, it is at the end, second last, it is serial publication is the second last notation, and study and teaching -07 here. So in this table the notation 07 preceded over the notation 05. Okay, we have to follow the table of precedence whenever there will be two standard subdivision or more than two standard subdivision. According to the table of precedence, we have to use only one one notation. Okay, So, in our cases the notation 07 is preceded over the notation 05. That is why we will use only the notation 07, not the 05, because it is given the 07 is more preferable than 05. Okay. The synthesis will be 330 plus dash 07. The class number will be 330.07. Here also use two zeros in between the main notation and the notation of standard subdivision, because here is the instruction to using the standard notation .02 dash .08 standard subdivision. We have to use as this way standard subdivision. That is why we have taken dash 07, not only the 7. Okay. I hope you have understood today's topic. If this video is helpful for you, please like my video and share it. Okay. Take care. Bye bye.